The candidates in this race are divided geographically. 2 from Alexander County, 2 from Wilkes County. Here's a look at the 2 guys running from Wilkes County. Blair Edens comes into this race as a political newcomer. How do you all of a sudden wake up one day and say, I'm going to run for office?
That's a good question. I guess I'm still trying to process that one myself. I just want to serve the people here. But for the last 7 to 10 years, I've served people with Samaritan's Purse, and it's the greatest joy a person can have is to serve others.
Stoney Green chairs the Wilkes County Board of Commissioners. Why do you want the job?
I've saw the effects of the job loss. This area really thrived off textiles and furniture. And when those jobs left, it really, really hurt our area. And we've never really recovered for that.
Is there a particular issue, something you might champion if you went down to Raleigh?
Yeah, jobs. I mean, when you can show that you can create jobs from the money you're asking for, that drives that needle.
So how do you get money for your community?
Well, sadly, Wilkes County is a Tier 1 county, and Alexander's a Tier 2, which is sad. It very much is. But it ranks us higher to get those grants, to get the money from the state that will help our area to pull us out of that Tier 1 stature.
Is there an issue that you would champion if you were to go down to Raleigh?
I'm not a political cowboy that wants to go to Raleigh with my agenda. I want to go to Raleigh to represent the people of this district and their agendas.
So what is it you think they need?
Well, the ones I've mentioned are really top of their list. They want to see our government stop wasting their hard-earned dollars. And
what are they wasting it on, they think?
Well, just not being responsible with their spending. Too many social programs. The biggest thing in the budget going out is welfare. Paying people who are capable of working.
Can you identify any programs that you would think that your supporters think that should be cut?
They want to see people stop getting paid not to work.
Would you support getting rid of the income tax?
Of course. I don't want to see any kind of tax. We're taxed to death as it is. You make a living, you're taxed. You go buy something at the grocery store, you're taxed again on money you was already taxed.
You tell me you want to improve infrastructure, you want to improve education. Where's that money going to come from if you don't have a tax base?
Sales tax.
So you would replace the income with a sales tax?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because then everybody pays. Everybody, legal, illegal, everybody's paying.
Would you favor eliminating both the income as well as corporate tax?
Yes, I would.
What would you do to replace that lost revenue?
Well, look at the other states that have done it. Mm-hmm. And back to the fiscal responsible government, if we spend less, we don't need as much.
Can you give me an idea of something that you think is worth cutting in the state budget?
I'm back to the welfare thing again. I think we're just paying out too much in support of people who don't need support. The other 2 candidates in this race, both from Alexander County, are Larry Yoder and Dwight Shook. Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.